Okay. It's all good. Alrighty, guys. So in this video, we're just gonna actually talk to one of our students, JT Fasulo. He's been doing very, very well so far. Really excited to see his success. So JT, super happy to see you. So how's your day been, brother?
Dude, my day's been amazing. Just came back from work and immediately started the hustle. I mean, that's pretty much what it is for me. Like get home and get right to the grind, like no minutes lost there. So probably gonna hit a little workout after this as well. But things are going well. Happy. Can't really complain.
Gains, you know what I'm saying? I like that.
Yeah,
I
got the hoodie on right now, but yeah, they're coming in.
You're good, man. I'm in the car. Anyway, so the first question that I have for you, JT, is like, how long have you been in the program so far?
Ooh, I almost want to say it's like pretty much exactly a month, like almost exactly 30 days. It was like, I think I joined, I want to say like April 12th, 13th, 14th, something around that, something like that.
Exactly. And how many clients have you closed so far?
So far, I have 2, but we're hoping within the next 2 days, that's at 4.
Sounds good, bro. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. So basically, you kind of just joined and you already got your agency already ready to go.
That's right. Yeah. No, it's crazy. You guys do a great job. I mean, you gave me the tools that I needed for everything, and that mixed with, I think I'm a hard worker. Mix those two together, and you have a person who can't fail. So
exactly, 100%.
Dude, I appreciate that. I would ask, at least on my end, like, what is probably the most valuable piece of the coaching program, the community, and everything that we've provided to you thus far?
Asking me for the single is difficult because there are many components I like a lot. I think if I had to nail down the one, I think it would probably be the one-on-one support aspect of it. Like the course itself is amazing, but for me, I've been all over social media. Like, you get advertised all the time about join my course, this and that. And I've heard horror stories. I've heard, things about like people I know trying to join courses. And then there's the fine print where, it costs a ton of money and then something goes wrong and they get screwed. Right. So for me going into this, the most important thing was like, yeah, I have the tools, but like the ability to ask questions if something goes wrong or if I'm not sure about something in general. And I think that is obviously, look, this is my first course, so I can't speak to any other courses, but I know that is something that's
let's go.
No, yeah, it's something that's essential to me. I mean, Zach, man, like at the beginning, I was blowing up your phone. Don't lie.
Yeah, bro, it's all good, dude.
Right. So, and that was necessary for me because like, while, I think that I'm smart and I can figure things out, it's like having that resource where between like the fact that you gave me your number, I can reach out whenever, as well as the Sunday calls. It just adds another layer of comfort versus you being like, all right, here's the school course, go figure it out, buddy. Right.
Yeah.
So I think I would probably put that at the most valuable thing.
Love that.
That's awesome. Love that. So JT, what does your agency do?
So I would say it's a mix between a web design and automation agency, you could call it, right? So what I do is I design what I like to call smart websites. So it's a website, well, to back up, I feel like most people, when they develop websites, they just look pretty and there's really no functionality. Everyone wants to have the apple.com website with all the animations and all those things. But what a lot of people don't understand is that the website serves as a funnel for leads. Like it actually can capture you customers similar to other ways as well, right? So I think that when I say smart website, it's a way that it looks good, but it also helps, there are areas where people can fill out forms and get in contact with you very easily, and it goes right to the customer's phone. The automation part behind that is that I put systems into and I work with mostly service-based businesses where it kind of just saves them time as well as captures leads that otherwise would have been lost, right? So I'll give you an example. One of them would be a missed call text back automation, right? And this is an insanely valuable tool because out of any business, service-based business owners tend to be on the jobs and working particular types of jobs where they can't answer the phone. And then that happens if someone calls them and they don't pick up, they want that done now, they're going to call the competitor, right? So it's a system where it can respond to that person via text, books them in their calendar, and then it could be in their personal life too, out to dinner with the family. And next thing you know, like magic, there's an appointment in their phone and they're like, what? And then so other things like that, where it just kind of helps automate, sending information, messages to people, capturing leads. And then that kind of ties in with the website. And it's really just this way to establish their online presence, help them save time. And really just, I think the most important part is establish a fundamental reputation for that business.
Exactly. Yeah. 100%. And I love that because that's how I started. Oh, sorry. Better? Were you saying something?
No, I said beautiful. I said beautifully said. I said beautifully said.
Oh no, 100%,
Thank you.
beautifully said, 100%. Because like that's how I started, right? I started with web design and an agency, and it worked very well for me. And I realized that like everyone who wants to get into this agency, they don't realize that nobody cares about a website. They care about more money. And like if you can get them more
Right.
money with your website and systems in the back end, that's really what's going to help you scale and build you something great. So that's awesome. So yeah, JT, I mean, that's awesome, brother. So right now, my next question is like, what is working for you? What method are you doing to kind of get leads and turn those into clients and sales?
Yeah, so I dove headfirst right into meta ads. I mean, I think that if you have the money to spend, it's,
Yes.
I think the way that, I mean, Zach, you said it yourself. It's like the best way to describe good performance on a meta ad is, can you confidently put $1 in and get $3 out, right? And if you can do that, you scale, right? And it's infinitely, that's how you grow your business, right? So I
1000%.
I still work a full-time job. I'm an engineer, so I make pretty good money. And I was like, fuck it. Like I'm gonna go for that. I'm gonna put some money into it. And it took a while to figure out the creative I wanted. But again, the course resources were fantastic there. Zach helped me out with that. And eventually I landed on a creative type that worked for me. I started bringing in not just leads, but they were all pretty qualified. I think when I first started running this, so this actually is a new ad. I actually haven't explained this to you guys. I have a whiteboard. It's me just talking about everything with on the whiteboard with a marker. It worked incredibly. And I started writing the ad. I got 4 leads in like 10 hours. All 4 of them booked. All 4 of them were qualified. I called them. They were serious, all of that. And so I think that's what's really important there. And then from there, I just have a lead form attached to that once they fill it out, sends a message to my phone or calls me actually. And then I can call them back and get them in. And, that's obviously very important to like the speed to lead, but it's as well as like the systems behind that sends them messages, right? Whether they fill out the lead form or book an actual appointment, sends them emails, texts, kind of keeps them nurtured all the way up until that appointment to ultimately maximize the chance that they show up, right? Which is the goal.
Yeah,
exactly.
So I have 2 questions. I have 2 questions. The first one being like, what is exactly your monetary goal? Like if you were to say, for example, like respectfully, like where you're trying to go, because I'm be honest, engineers, they make a lot of good money, right?
Yeah.
But obviously, like, what is your goal with this business, and what is the monetary goal with this business overall? Those are my 2 questions.
For sure. In terms of a particular dollar figure, I don't allow myself to say this is what it's going to be, because I fear that once I get to that point, I'll have complacency, which is not what I want. The real goal is more, listen, engineering is great. Like I'm a nerd. Like I love that stuff. Like I'm good at it. But I've always, since I was young, kind of knew that it wouldn't matter where I was at. I could be at Wall Street making $500,000 a year. I always just had a problem with the corporate control, that when you work for somebody else, there's a lack of
1000%.
like, yes, they give you all these benefits. In my personal job, it's actually like pretty sweet benefits. They give me a car that I don't have to pay for. I don't have to pay for gas. It's insane. And I get great health benefits, insurance, all that stuff. But I feel like everything's a trade-off, and the trade-off to that is a certain level of freedom that I will never have. And I've always wanted to be the commander of my own ship. I've always wanted to travel. I've always wanted to just really it all comes down to like, I want to wake up in the morning and do whatever the hell I want. And like the idea of that is really the goal for me, is that freedom of like waking up and it's like, you know what, I'm going to do exactly X, Y, and Z today, and no one can tell me otherwise. That is really what it is. Now, in terms of the dollar figure to be able to quit my job, I'm not certain about that yet. I really got to do all the math with everything, insurance, how to buy a car, all that. But I know I'm going to get there. And for me, it's really about just the idea of getting to that point where I can, run a lucrative business that gives me that freedom, if that makes sense.
100%. Nice. That's the thing, because I'm telling you, like, freedom is everything. Like, I realize when it comes down to it, for me, once I first really got my business to take off, like, it was amazing, bro. I woke up one day, I'm like, damn, I can go to Japan if I wanted to, like right now, and no one can stop me. Like, that's like the craziest shit ever, bro. So I love that.
I actually had this like kind of thought the other day. So I have a very large friend group of my friends at home. It's like 12 dudes, right? We've known each other since we were young. It's really cool that we've stuck together.
That's beautiful.
But, of course, in high school and college, we see each other when we're home, and it's like there's freedom in that. And then, like, this summer, there's plans being made this summer in the group chat about like when we're going to hang out. If everyone's trying to line up their PTO, And that really hit me.
Oh,
Like,
no.
really, I was like, that's crazy. Like, it
Yes.
used to be, I'm almost going for the same level of freedom I had when I was a kid, if that makes sense. Like, it
Yes.
used to be like we could do whatever whenever we want, and now it's like some people can't take this day off, some people can. Yeah, and I'm like, that sucks.
It's the most annoying thing on the planet, brother. Like, literally, when I started, especially when I started making 20K, obviously we were doing more than that. But the main point is that, like, I didn't believe how many flights I can get on in a given year. Like, I was a flat. You get ask Zach, like, he's like, "Where are you going now?" And I'm like, "I'm in Alaska." You know, it's like this sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know, like, I was just in Mexico. You literally, like, I'm in Puerto Rico right now. 2 weeks ago I was in Mexico. I'm going back to Mexico in June. So it's like, it really gets to a point where it's just like, and plus I can give you the cheap on flights, you know what I'm saying? Because they're actually really, there's a system behind it, but I can help you out anyway. But the point is that, like, what you just said, like, that freedom, like when you had, like, when you were a child, it's 1000%. It's very real. And I thought it was a hoax, but I'm so glad that you said that.
And actually, to tangent off of that, going back to the whole, I feel like if you go back to the whole course seller idea, I feel like it's very difficult, or oftentimes it can be, to like almost see your future self in that person. Whereas I feel like with you guys, I know you guys did it. Like, it's almost like it's a certain level of inspiration. Like, Pedro, that you going on those trips, it's like seeing that you guys have done it, and that is a possibility if I can get to that point, is very inspiring. And that's part of this I like a lot.
You will.
I know I will. There's zero chance that if you can't tell how locked in I am on this shit, like, it's not even funny.
Bro, I'm so happy. I think I'm gonna cry because, like, I love that, dude. Like,
you ain't gonna cry, me, for real.
Yeah, Zach, you can cry. Don't be afraid. You can cry.
I'm gonna cry. I'm a sensitive man. Okay, I'm gonna cry. Okay. But JT, like I said, I'm telling you, bro, I'm taking you to flying you out, bro. When you really hit it big, I'm flying you out to Miami, bro. We're gonna have a great time, dude.
Yes.
I'm so excited, dude. That's like, oh my gosh. Because you know what? Go back to, like, the monetary goal. That will be almost a symbol for me, as like, I did it. I'm there. Right.
Yeah. The idea, and this is kind of like, I guess, off recording or anything like that, but like, we've Zach and I have been talking, is like, we really love everybody who's in our course. And all the people that are just amazing and just, like, coming in. I mean, you're just a testament of that. And the idea is that eventually is, like, we want to be able to host a mastermind of 7-figure entrepreneurs, literally just shooting the shit. I'm sorry for cursing, shooting the shit, like, anywhere in the world, because we can, right?
Yes.
And I think that would be so amazing. And I mean, I don't know if you're religious or anything like that, but, like, I've had so many conversations with Zach. It's like, this is our calling, you know? And we're that's why I don't know if you've noticed, but vehemently invested in all of you. You know what I mean? So it's really a blessing.
Yeah, that mastermind idea is sick, actually. Like, I've seen videos of them happening, various people hosting them, and I think that, like, yes, I think that is, because it's just on its own. If you get to a point where you can do that, that's so baller. But also just, like, the intangible value that you can get from that, right? Like, just having, if you can get the right people in the rooms, make those connections, just tons of open doors, things like that. So I think that's so cool. Like, I hope you guys get that. I know you guys will get that. As a matter of fact.
We will.
Yeah, there's no hope. There's no hope. Fuck that.
Yes, indeed. You're gonna be first in line, my brother. You're gonna be right there with us. I'm excited, dude.
Let's go. Let's go.
So my last question, JT, is what's next? What is your next goal? What's your next plan? What's the next thing for you in your agency, your business, and your life?
I think right now it is focused. I think that particularly for the agency that I'm in, it's mastering how to do the thing once and then understanding how to repeat it and not putting unnecessary work in your path. I think I'm in the process right now with 2 clients where, like, of course I'm trying to take on more clients. I'm not, like, holding anything back, but, like, I really want to lock in on, like, I'm almost doing, like, overly delivering for these first 2, like, great communication, really just, like, going all in on the websites, all of that. And I want to establish that system and know how I did that very well, prove it works. And it's just multiplication after that. It's just like you have that system in place and just doing the same thing over and over, like the repetition. That's all it's going to be. Like, there's no need to change anything there. I mean, Yeah, I think what it is, like, unfortunately, like, it's not as high ticket as, I guess, a full marketing agency. Like, it's the grind is going to be a little bit more because I'm lower ticket, right? But of course, as we've talked about, that means that if you have churn, that affects you less, right? So pros and cons to that. So yeah, I think it's just like trying to figure out how to repeat as efficiently as possible, fill my calendar. Obviously, I guess that would be the overall goal. Like, if the more you can fill your calendar, the more chance you have to close. And just keep going and keep scaling it until, you know, like I said, I'm going to do the math at some point soon. I'm literally going to determine this is the dollar figure that I need to be at per month to quit my job safely without, you know, worst comes to worst, 25-30% churn, I'm still good, right? So I think that's what it is. But right now it's just, it's just head down, putting in the work. Really, that's just what it is. I know it's the I'm in monk mode, you could say, right now.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Literally, yeah. But then after that,
go ahead.
Once after that, no, I mean, I don't know, because I think it's going to be a crazy moment when I hit that, like, because I'm going to have the world at my fingertips. Like, where do I go? Like, what do I do? Because I will add that it is kind of tough that I might have explained this before, maybe not, but I'm the only person in my friend group at home that thinks this way and who is like wanting to do this.
Welcome to the club, brother.
Yeah.
Welcome to the club.
It's tough. And I've thought about before, like, how do I, part of me wants to, so they all live in Boston. Part of me is like, you know, I'd love to be around them, but is it going to be the same when I'm the one like balling out? I've complete freedom, and they, you know, they're bound to that structure. Or do I go somewhere else and try to get around, you know, they're still my friends. I mean, they're never not going to be my friends, of course, but surround myself with people doing what I'm doing and try to just go literally to the moon. That I'm not sure about yet, but we'll figure it out when we're there.
But yeah, so JT, my last question is, like, if someone's on the fence of joining, what would you tell them right now? If they're on the fence of joining the IB SMA Accelerator?
It's a good question. I think I would say that I understand the apprehensiveness behind joining any type of course. Like, I understand the fear. Like, I mean, not gonna lie, even when I was on the call with you, like, I wasn't sure. Like, there's a certain stigmatism around it. But what I would say is that you get exactly what you dream you're going to get, I guess. And if you're someone who is, actually, let me back up a little bit. What I think is equally important to tell people is that no matter what course that you buy, program, mentorship, anything like that, it could be, you know, done for you, done with you. None of it works unless you are very serious about what you want and you're a very hard worker, and that you're trying to get better every day. Like, you cannot join any program with the expectation that's going to be handed to you. You know, like, I've seen these I forget who this guy's name is, but I see this ad that's like, we will build you a fully autonomous business and you don't have to do anything. I'm like, that's a load of shit, unfortunately. And so I think that, like, if you are someone who's willing to put in the work, you know, you just need the guidance on what to do, but or how to do it, but you know that it must be done. I don't see a better program that I've encountered for that, really. Like I said, the course itself and the information is fantastic. I think it's very in depth. It shows you both the sales side of things, where you understand, like, because there's people and there's logic, right? There's the people side of it where you understand how to do the calls and, like, interact with people. But then there's the back end logic side of it where it's, like, literally nitty gritty, how to develop the systems. All of it's covered. Package that together with the one-on-one support. I think if you fail, that's on you. Like, at that point, yeah, all the tools are right there. There's no excuse. So I think that if you're someone who's hardworking and you're ready to commit to the amount of time it's going to take, there's no chance in my mind that you won't succeed.
100%.
Nice.
Thank you so much, JT. Love that. Thank you so much, JT. I'm wishing you the best. And I mean, you're gonna keep going. So I know I'm not wishing the best. It's gonna happen. So, like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen. Yeah. So sounds good. Thank you so much, JT, brother.
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you.
Sounds good. Boop.
Nice.